Set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete to...
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, set, yellow, 22. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yellow, go. Mike 51. If you don't get this, boys. You think you won't get this? Wait. If you won't get this. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 51. Ready.
Love from the gun. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On 1st and 10, Love. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
21 more yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Come on, QB, come on. Where's 52? Black 52.
Play action this time with Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
32-yard line.
Right there. 54, right there. Hey, here we go. Check. Red, yellow.
To the air again, Love. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Off the play fake, Love. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 32-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
28-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Running out of the wild.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now this time he'll look to throw. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
A 53-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A gain of 9 brings up second and...
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play fake. Here's Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On play action. Love to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The 40-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Steelers' 42-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
I'm going for back. Back to you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Back 55. Back 55. Hey, move. It's our time.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mike 51. No game on this defense. No game. 51, Mike. Mike 51. We got it.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Set up to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
The pass.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebacker linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A run for Nick Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let him know. 58
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. But now it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Love now on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On third down, Love. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
48-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another Browns.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Off the play fake. Love.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
And inside the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the
18-yard line.
Let's go, D.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Go time, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in. And they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Just like that. Kill. 19 target.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier. Buda Baker on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
3/4 in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 4. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. In your face.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
56 the mark, boys. 56.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, G.
They'll look to throw again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First down, Love to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Incomplete.
Love's pass, thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and long. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take this inside the 40. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ricky. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the screen.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here I come. Here I come.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
He's coming.
Off the play fake, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. About 3 that time on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.